Well, hello everyone and welcome to another episode here on the MIgardener channel. This is going to be another episode in the Worth It series where we test gardening tools under $20 to see if they're worth it or not. So I'm going to have Cindy randomly select from our box of worth it prospects here to see if anyone is worth it or not. So let's go. All right, what one are you going to grab for us today?
Which one should we grab? Should we grab this one, Geneva? Ooh, let's try this one.
So I'm really excited to see if this is worth it or not. When I saw this online, I actually was really excited to try this one out. The price on this was $5.99, and it is a waterproof phone case, but they said that the phone case actually functioned as like a protective screen. So it didn't just keep your phone safe from getting wet, but it also kept it, it allowed you to touch stuff with the phone so that you could still take pictures and make make calls or texts or things like that. The touchpad function still worked, is what I'm trying to say. So let's test this thing out here. I am really excited. So it comes with a tether. And now they did not advertise this as being for the garden, but I can tell you, with the amount of times that I need to use my phone or something in the garden, and I've got my hands completely covered in dirt, I hate touching my phone. And so when I saw this, it was actually for when we were on the boat. And so I said, man, I got to try this thing for the garden to see if it's worth it, because I actually intended to use it when we were out on the boat because it's a waterproof case. Now I'm a little worried to test the waterproof function. If I'm not gonna lie there, I think I'm a little concerned. My phone is so important to me, and so it's something that I'm not sure if I can sacrifice just yet, but we'll give it a shot. We'll see. So, all right, so the phone just slips into the pocket there, and we simply push these teeth through just like that, and then we lock it shut. And as you can see if we can turn it on. Yep, we can turn it on. Wow, that's real nice. Okay, touch function works great. Let's go to the Grow It app and see if we can take a picture here. See how well the picture quality is. Holy smokes. This is remarkable. Let's see, let's take a quick picture here. Okay, let's see how the picture quality came out. Can you see? Okay, there is a little bit of fuzz around. You can kind of see the picture quality is not the best, but it's astounding for what I was expecting. You can see around here the image quality gets a little fuzzy where the plastic was not pressed right up against the plastic. But I mean, my goodness, for a crystal clear photo, it's about 90 to 95% perfect. There's not even really any glare or anything on the photo. Yeah, you can see up there, you can see kind of the plastic, but you can't see any reflections or anything. So here's a real common scenario. I'm out here getting some small weeds taken care of. I got my hands in the dirt. Let's just simulate this here. Oh yeah, I got my hands nice and dirty and absolutely wonderful. This is a really nice product. I have to say, I really love this. Now, whether or not it'll make a call, let's see. So it's still quite responsive. I think where it begins to fail a little bit is when your fingers are dirty It's very responsive. It's just you have to wipe your fingers off a little bit first, because if there's a lot of dirt on them, I had a lot of dirt on my fingers, it would not go to the buttons that I was really pushing. So now that I've kind of wiped my hands off on my pants, it seems to be working just fine. So this is real promising. Now to wash it off. All right, so I'm afraid to do this, but let's make it happen. So just gonna wash the case off after a long day in the garden. And wash my hands off. And I'm not dunking it in water like, you know, some people are probably hoping I'm going to do. I don't need to test it for that because I don't dunk my phone in water regularly. Touchpad is still very responsive. Still very responsive even with water being on it. You can still function just fine. And one thing that I notice right off the bat is that it doesn't really scratch that easily as well. I had dirt on my fingers, and when I was rubbing it back and forth, I was expecting the plastic or the kind of the rubber coating, the rubberized coating to be kind of marred up and scratched, but there's really not a whole lot of scratches on it. So it works as a screen protector as well in the garden, where normally I have to wipe my hands off, wash them off to get any grit and silt off of my fingertips where it would tend to scratch the screen over time. It actually works as a screen protector as well. So now the time has come to test how dry the phone is. We're gonna pull it out here, and yeah, absolutely dry, perfectly dry on the inside. Wonderful. So the EOTW, I guess it's called Enjoy on the Way. It's an interesting name, but the EOTW phone case, I would say, is definitely worth it. This was really surprising. I put it through pretty much any test that I would need it for in the garden. Taking Instagram photos, making phone calls, answering phone calls, washing off my hands, washing off the case. It really excelled in everything. I am really surprised, especially for the price point. It's kind of one of those things, I wonder why more people haven't heard of it or done it, because I know for the amount of times someone asked me if there was a phone case for gardeners out there. I said no, because I really didn't. I mean, you don't hear of them out there, but I would consider this probably one of the better phone cases, or I guess phone protectors, not a phone case, but a phone protector for gardeners. It really holds up to everything I need it to do, and I love this. I'm gonna buy a couple more actually. So I'm gonna buy one for Cindy's phone, one for my phone, and that way we have them. So if we're on the boat, it's protected, but also mainly if we're just in the garden doing regular garden chores, it's protected, which is our biggest concern. So yeah, very good job, EOTW. It's called Enjoy on the Way. So strange business name, really cool product. And I will have links to this in the description box if you want to check it out. So wonderful, wonderful job. I do enjoy it. And I'm going to put the tether on it too. Not sure what I'll do with the tether, but it'll look cool with it. So awesome. Hey, hope you all enjoyed. Hopefully you learned something new. And as always, this is Luke from the MIgardener channel reminding you to grow big or go home. See ya. Bye.